Hey people, I'm Tika.
And I'm Tim. Welcome to Two Sides to One Coin. Tonight's topic.
Can you be friends with your exes? Is that possible? Whether you
Is
still
that
friends
possible?
with your exes or you're in a relationship and you're friends with your exes, can you be friends?
You tell me, best friend.
I honestly don't think that it's a problem if you are friends with your exes.
Please, do tell the masses.
You know,
We want to fucking know.
I say this because not all relationships end badly where two people still can't be friends. Sometimes it's just a mutual agreement, like, okay, we don't click together as a couple, but you're a great friend to me, I'm a great friend to you. Let's just be friends. Or sometimes things do end badly and you have that one person that's the wrongdoer and they come back and they say, hey, I was in a bad place, or I apologize, and that person has grown and y'all click more so as friends. So I don't think that it's necessarily a problem if people decide to be friends once they're done being in a intimate relationship.
Okay.
I'm guessing you think differently.
We're going to have to agree to disagree on this, best friend. I believe all my exes died in a plane crash at the same time on flight. Dead. I don't not wish them well. I wish them well. I think all of them are quite happy in their lives right now, according to their obituaries. But I'm good. I think the past is just that. Yesterday is history. Not to say that all of them ended badly, but once I'm done, like once we have said our goodbyes or I've dusted you off with my Thanos snap, I don't really care to go backwards or be friends again. What are we gonna do? Go play putt-putt golf?
But what I'm saying is, how are you going backwards? I believe that going backwards is getting into a relationship with that person.
And see, that's where we differ. I believe going backwards, as in, do you say a close friend wronged you? Are you going backwards to reconnect after you've already known you're done? Because once you're done, best friend, are you going back for seconds?
Well, I think it depends because I'm a person that believes that everybody makes mistakes, right? And I'm also a person that believes that if I mess up in a relationship, whether it's friend or whatever, would I want somebody to give me a second chance? I think more than a couple of chances of you stepping on somebody, that's just like, yeah, you know what? I learned my lesson. I'm done. But the first time somebody, like, people are going to make mistakes in every relationship. Right, because it's not perfect. So I think because somebody got to do some really messed up stuff to just be like, after your first time.
So if we're giving, not to cut you off, if we're giving the two chances, first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me.
Oh, no, it's not giving no second chance. I'm done after the second.
Oh, so we're done after the second. Okay. So even if we're not, so say we ended on good terms, why do I still have to communicate with you?
But why wouldn't you? I feel like if two people says to each other, we are not good as a couple, but, I value your friendship. You bring something great to my life. You're just not that woman for me as far as my partner, or you're not that man for me as far as my partner, then what the hell is the problem? I feel like people get in the way of that when things are bitter. And if I'm not bitter towards you,
I feel like you was going to say that. And I think that's the difference. I knew you was going to say that. I'm not bitter. I'm one of those people that firmly believe once you're done with somebody or some situation, I'm a firm believer in burning bridges. Sometimes you have to burn them. But if I walk across that bridge, honestly, and turn around and go, I guess we're good, I don't want to walk back across the bridge. I don't have to burn it to not walk back across it.
And I think this is the thing. I'm not saying that anybody can be, has to be best friends or besties or call.
But we can be cordial. I'm not saying we don't have to be cordial.
We can, like, if you call me and say, hey, I really need your advice. You remember when such and such and such and such, because this portion of the life happened while that person was with me, then I don't mind giving that person my advice. Well, that's kind of whatever the case may be. I only feel that people feel like they cannot be friends with the next if some bullshit happened in a relationship and it was fucked up on bad terms. and it's like, oh, you screwed me and I don't want anything to do with you, I can understand that. But I mean, I feel like if two people are adults enough to be like, you're a great person, but we just didn't click within that type of situation,
right?
Why not be friends? Like, why? I think sometimes so many people do some very great friendships because that, oh, we took it to the next level and it didn't work.
So are we saying, because I'm saying, if we were fuck buddies, by all means, let's stop having sex and still be cool. But if we were in a committed relationship together and that dissolves, fizzles, disintegrates, departs, any D word, damned, destroyed, pick a D word. After that, you're kind of dead to me. See, I got another D word. Because I got enough friends. Two, that was a section in my life. So thanks for the experience. But at the same time, we don't need to, you got friends that you were probably hanging out with when we were dating. So call them if you need advice on a moment you had with me.
Yeah, that's just the thing though. If somebody you are dating is also not your friend, you need to reevaluate who the fuck you dating.
If we were friends before we dated, that's what's up. But why do we got to be friends?
But this is the problem though. So many people try to jump into these goddamn relationships and they don't establish no type of friendship. Like,
very true.
We were friends before we became anything else. So maybe that something else was not what was meant to be, but that don't mean that I think that you are such a scum bucket ass of a person unless you did some scum bucket ass shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry. Take two. Some scum bucket ass shit. Scum buckery. We're gonna call it some scum buckery. Go ahead. That's what's up. Thank you, best friend. I needed that. Scum buckery. I hear you though. I hear you. And like I started this off with a very firm. I knew we were gonna agree to disagree because for me, is take this with a whole grain of salt. I loved every last ex, but I also truly am past every last ex, and I definitely never want to hear from them again.
Wow.
And your best friend, I'm healed because one of them house I wanted to set on fire. So I know I'm healed, but at the same time, being healed for me, and I think it wasn't kind of installed in me. It was kind of I was raised around women, so I heard a lot. The past is history, and so I don't need to go backwards. And for me, I got enough female friends. So once we're done dating, we good.
This is the thing, though, Tim.
Go ahead.
Was that situation that you were in was you and her sitting down and saying, listen, I love you as a person. And she goes, I love you too. And you go, but this relationship between us is just not working. I'm moving in this way. You are moving in that way. Or was it a bunch of bitches that was on some scum buckets? Like you. Yeah. Like, or was it that? Because if it was where y'all broke up in bad terms, I can understand it. I really can, because now you have a hurt to get through just to even look at that person.
I'm spiteful.
You just literally said you wanted to burn somebody's house down.
That was in the past. I was younger.
That shit ended badly. So
that one did.
Why?
Right. In the plot of graves that is my exes, I'm super happy with. Half of them, I may be the villain of the story, and the other half, it was just bad timing. But in my head, I'm not a necromancer, so I don't speak to the dead.
Oh shit! You like completely killing our people.
My name ain't Riddick. This ain't pitch black. I don't speak to the dead. I don't keep what I kill. We good. And it's not that I wish them bad. I know I'm almost good. Like almost all of them I know because mutual friends that they happy. So I'm like, that's what's up. Good job. Yay. Because guess who happy? But I also, if I pass them in the street, I would not speak. Hey, how you doing? But I'm also not going to go across the street.
You also have to look at the history of people, though, because you have so many people that be in these long relationships, that's 5-6 years. Now you got blending of families. You know what I mean? You got this person loving this person's mom and their dad, and they're, have good relationships with their siblings. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Just because you break up with a person or y'all feel like y'all are not fit for each other, doesn't mean that those relationships just come. And that's why so many people get into that, oh, well, if I'm not talking to them, you shouldn't be talking to them either. But you're not realizing that these people are also making these relationships on the outside of you with this person. So why not be okay? Like, hey, my mom died. I just thought you might want to know,
Ooh,
or my dad died. I thought you would want to know. I would feel grateful if I had an ex and I loved his mom and he called me and said my mom is sick or my mom is in a hospital or
That's love. That's love. And see, what the people don't know is your heart is beautiful, best friend. And what the people also don't know is, why you calling me? You should be at the hospital with your mama and your daddy.
It's like,
I don't. One, how is this call happening? Are you in the 8th dimension? I don't speak to ghosts.
See, you kind of like borderline an asshole of a person.
But it's not. And that's the best part. I lead with so much balance because I'm not walking in love and light and peace and joy and the sun streams in my face because the sun do look good in the face. But I have no reason to go and rekindle time we should. Even I can tell you great moments I've had with all my exes. But if the good outweighed the bad, we'd still be together. So I'm good.
Yeah, but that is not always the terms. Everything is,
and I hear you.
The bad. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
My thing is, you have so many relationships where people are like, okay, you know what? I have this job and it's here, and their career is taken in one place, but their partner is like, I ain't trying to leave. And then distance don't work. You know what I'm saying? And they don't necessarily leave on bad terms.
You keep in touch after that.
You know what I mean?
You keep in touch after that?
Huh?
You keep in touch after that?
Well, I mean, it depends. If I feel like this person is a great enough friend in my life, but there's nothing there, I think things start to get gray when that extra feeling is there. Oh, what if? Oh, okay, she's in a relationship, but I'm still clinging on to. Oh, well, he's in a relationship, but he's still on me, so I'm his. Like, that's where the shit gets gray. But if two people mutually don't fit together, they know they don't fit together, and they've moved on, but they still have this friendship connection, I don't see a goddamn problem. Most people be like, oh, well, they were smashing each other. So what? That shit is in the past. It's in the past.
Well, then, best friend, to that, I tip my hat to you because we're never going to see eye to eye on this. And with that.
So let's just put it this way, Tim, because let's put children that's involved. Okay? Because you have a lot of exes that has kids together. What's that relationship supposed to look like?
Are you talking about the father and the mother of children at this point?
Yeah.
That's a whole different topic, best friend, because the father or the mother will always be around because you share DNA that's breathing.
The thing is that that's your ex. So are you solely going to speak to your ex just on kids' terms? Well, I'm coming to pick up this child. Well, the kid got football.
You see how you have layered this? Because then there's layers to it with children involved. Well, especially now it's a different conversation, yes, if the children are not theirs. Say you bonded with an ex, one of your kids bonded with an ex.
No, we're not talking about children that's not theirs. We're talking.
Then if we're talking about just
people that was in a relationship, had a baby, and now the exes. But you have so many people in this world that believes that, oh, she my ex just because she my baby mama, or just because he my baby daddy. So many people look at two parents co-parenting, spending holidays together with their children, going on vacation if that is the case with their children, the stepfather and the stepmother all being apart as what the
bonus
fuck?
mother and bonus father. It's
Right.
2019.
But
Yeah.
but people look at that like, oh, that's a weird thing.
I don't look at it that
you can put your shit aside to be friendly with the woman or a man that has your children. But you
best friend.
To the side, like you killing off people.
Best friend. Best friend. Best friend.
You literally killing people.
Best friend. I hear you. Hey, here's what I'm saying. 15 minutes ago, had you said, what if you have friends with an ex? Or what if y'all have kids and now y'all are no longer together? That would have been a different sway in my conversation.
But
let me finish. You had your chance. You
why?
ran with the boats. You were
Titanic.
Titanic.
You with all these words and just get to the point.
Because if we don't have kids involved, you really can be dead to me, and then that's that. But once we've shared genetic code to spawn offspring, then you're no longer just an ex. You're the mother of my children until I'm gone. And so the dynamic is already different. If we don't work and we have kids, you're now the mother of my children until the day I die.
With the same thing, just because you got kids don't mean that relationship didn't end on shitty terms.
True. But the dynamic changes.
No, because a lot of the times the dynamic don't. People don't know how to separate their feelings from what's best.
Best friend, are we homosexual? I'm not a normal Homo sapien, so I hear what you're saying, but we're talking
about you necessarily. We're talking about
right, but you're right though. And I think that's the problem.
Is it shouldn't be a difference. I feel like if you are a person that is okay with being friends of an ex, whether y'all got kids or not, like kids is not going to change the situation. Just like kids can't keep a person in your life. If they want to go, they're going to go. So kids is not going to change the situation. So what I'm saying is, what is the difference? It's the same situation that person is still your ex.
But the person is no longer
still fucks you over. There's no difference.
True. Here's the difference. I'm gonna drive by and want to burn down my ex-girlfriend's house if she did something crazy or if I'm just heartbroken by it. But I am not gonna want to drive by. And I'm telling you, for me, because I cannot speak for every human male on the planet, but for me, if she is the mother of my children, the dynamic is already different in my soul. Because
so what's that dynamic turn into?
My child. The child is the only reason I didn't set the house on fire.
I say what that dynamic turned into, because the dynamic can be cut and dry. When I'm picking up my kid, you need to meet me at a Popeyes. You need to meet me at McDonald's. Hell, you need to meet me at the courthouse to go pick up my baby. When I'm getting my kid, okay, here's your money. Okay,
now, it depends.
When is that? Like, who wants that type of bullshit?
Right, but here's what I'm saying. It depends, first of all. There's layers to that because it depends on the caliber of people that had the kid together. Because for me, I know what type of human I am. And as I am, if we had kids and then we broke up, the dynamic for me would be like, listen, we ain't got to make this work, but I want my babies to see that we good, even though we didn't work out. Now, if we don't have kids involved, I have nothing that I need to inspire. So you are on grave plot 57 next to the rest of
them. Though, why does it take for it to be children for people to have some fucking sense? It shouldn't have children.
I didn't say we didn't have sex.
You either a shitty person or you not. Because if you a shitty person single without children, you gonna be a shitty person with them.
So if they're a shitty person and I had kids with them, then that was my bad choice, and I got to go with the crazy motherfucker I had kids with. But I'm saying, speaking from a man who ain't got no damn kids, because I know how to pull out, and I know what condoms are in 2019. I said that shit.
Please don't count on your pull-out game. I
don't. Fuck you, best friend. I love you. But what I'm saying is, that's the problem, because I can be friends. We can be cordial if we don't have kids together. And so, okay, a girl I dated, we have a mutual friend, so I see her a lot. I speak, and I smile. Hey, how you doing? I don't have to go over and be like, how's your kid? How's your life? How's work? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, why not if you want to know?
Because I want to know.
But okay, so obviously that person wasn't that special to you as a friend in relationship.
True, but all of my exes were special enough to care, but not special enough to keep caring.
You just said it is that you didn't cultivate any of those relationships off of friendship to begin with.
I did though.
You did. That's some bullshit, and you know you did.
Friend. Remember the close friend that I cut off because I get you what you're saying, but I'm not cut the same, and so I knew we were gonna disagree on this, and I knew we were gonna agree to disagree to an extent. But there's no template you can show me. There's no movie. I'm good on what you're saying. I agree with you wholeheartedly. You are. But this guy, bing, 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 is not a necromancer. I don't walk through grave sites. I don't talk to the dead. And so if I see him at the grocery store, it's like, dang, they out here resurrecting people.
I honestly believe that it depends on the person and what that person meant to you in a friendship status before it even became serious, whether y'all got kids or not. Because if somebody is a good friend to you before you're off and you are a good friend to that person,
that's what's up.
It's a lot of people that can have friendships. You see exes at people's weddings all the goddamn time.
I think that's beautiful. And I think that's beautiful. But best friend, you know, when I get married, there will be not a ghost in the house. We good.
True. But you one of them.
I was going to try to wrap it up and be like, and that's how I feel. But what? I ain't one of them. Not only do I think, I don't even know how to get this out without being, because I'm trying not to be mean. I am not mean-spirited, but I also am not easily forgave, or once I move forward, I'm never going to go back. So I'm not a U-turn.
So you're telling me that even when you move forward, you still haven't forgiven anybody?
Oh, no. It's a lie. I always forgive. The good books say forgive, but all the songs say never forget. And so with the forgiveness comes the laying of the flowers on the tombstone in the cemetery in which she passed away in my soul. She passed into the next dimension of existence.
I think that you should not put that on people. I think it'll be more acceptable to say that relationship passed away, because that's putting a lot on somebody to just be like, oh, you're dead to me. Like, I see, it is wrong. You said that all of your exes got eulogies. Do you realize?
Obituaries.
You killed all of them off. They're all.
I'm not a necromancer. I didn't kill them off. They're no longer in my. So I'm vibing higher. I don't speak in the 3D. They're in the 3D and I'm in the 5D. I'm good. Best friend. Well, we can disagree with the sense of.
We most definitely can.
And I'm with that. And with that, I'm with it, because I can say on this side of the coin, once we're exes, and I wish you well in the world, but.
And I cannot wait to meet that chick. It happens that you become friends with and y'all have a relationship. And if it happens, God forbid, it falls out and you can remain a very good friend of hers. And I'm going to look your ass in your face and I'm going to say, yeah, never say fucking never.
Did she just put that on me? Because Ricky Bobby don't accept that. I want to hold good. No.
Never say never. Because, you know, I have the inside scoop on your relationships. So
right, and you know, and look at me. While we're live, because I want this posted. You know, there's one that I still keep in touch with, that I still talk to all the time, that I still kick it with. So we good.
That's your friend.
That's my friend.
Yeah. So
but we were friends before.
But no, just stop though. So then, therefore, you don't believe that you can't be friends with your exes. What it is, it got to be that right person.
Are you listening to me? She died, and then like the phoenix, she rose from the grave.
She died while you was going through the bullshit, though. Like, I did that. But don't say that you can't be friends with your exes because technically
you can't, because anything before 18 really isn't exes. You just kind of was kids.
Oh, so now you want to put an age on it. Oh, so we put the ages on shit. You trying to be, see, that's
because remember when you added children, that's when you changed the dynamic.
Next topic.
Okay. I'm just saying, as a human, no.
What's the next topic? Next topic.
Oh no, we good. We're good.
Next topic.
Well, we got to stop it.
Topic was just kind of like flowing into, in a relationship, can you gain the opposite sex?
My God. You know, I'm sweating. Let me. I forgot. I was thinking heavily. You got me high. I started thinking about exes, and then we still recording.
We're still recording.
I realized that. I was sweating. You had me over here thinking about exes. So, all right. You weren't thinking about. So, do you think? No, I don't. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind if I was in a relationship and she got a new male friend. If he was single, I would be weary of his intentions. But if I'm good in my relationship with her, then we good.
Does it count where that person come from?
Huh?
Does it count where that person come from?
Oh, of course it does. Now, if he was a friend from before and y'all kind
No,
of...
I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like... Say she was like, oh, I went to the gas station and I met this guy named John. And we're friends. Like,
you can tell Darnell to kiss the boot. You should have gave Darnell the wrong number.
Think, in my opinion, I think it's fine, but I also think it counts where this encounter happened.
Like if y'all became friends at an event, that's what's up. Like a
networking type of thing.
Right, and if y'all became
job,
job,
because that happens. But I think that if you are a grown woman and a grown man, and you get this friendship, and you can't introduce this person to your partner,
that ain't a friendship.
That's not a friendship. That's totally goddamn different. I also think that it's a lot of lines that got to be drawn, because if this person is calling you at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, I think, yeah. What? Because if we're in a relationship and you have a new friend, what are y'all talking about at night? Or your work friend, your work husband, or your work wife? Y'all can meet each other at 9 a.m. Am I right? Oh, okay. Right. You know, so for me, yes, to an extent, like you said. And it's even better if he or she is in a relationship. Like, oh, your friend in a relationship, we should go on a double date.
I think it's better too. I think that it's a sticky line when you start mixing people in a relationship, even if you meet this person at work and people at work that's single. Because you spend a lot of your time at work and away from home. Yep. And I just don't think that I would be okay, to be very much so honest, if my husband came home and said, oh, I had lunch with such and such, and this happens 3, 4, 5 days out of the week. And it's like, oh, well, you having lunch with fucking Susie a whole lot of times, you know? So, yeah. So I think that I don't really think that me personally, I have male friends other than the male friends that I grew up with. And I say that because most of the time when a grown woman or a grown man sees somebody they want to give their number to, that's an attraction. I'm attracted to you. Like, smash. Here's my number, right?
Right.
And they start to talk a lot and they building these, like, that's different. I think I have some male acquaintances because I work personally in a male industry,
right.
male. So I have a lot of males that I have to talk to, and I network with a lot of males, but I don't consider any of them my friends.
Mhm.
Are we cool? Can we shoot the shit in the cafeteria at work? Sure. But
Yeah.
will it be like, hey, you want to go out to lunch? No. You know,
Do that.
you know,
Right.
we do happy hour, sure, but that's a group of us doing happy hour. That's just not me and him
Right.
doing happy hour. I think that's a little weird. I just personally myself, I don't get friendships with people. Now, if me and my husband met a couple that were
Right.
good people and those people became our friends, because I feel like when you're in a relationship, people become y'all friends instead of my friends. That's a different story. But
Right.
I personally don't have any male friends that I didn't like back in the day, high school, middle school, grown up with, know my family type shit.
Oh yeah.
It's a reason for it.
And the only difference is not only am I single, but I have a lot of female acquaintances. I have a lot of female people. I'm in a female-dominated business, and so I'm around a lot of women.
Right.
But I also know that when I start dating, I don't need one. We already established between my core circle of lioness that I don't need no new female friends unless she want to date. Like, I got enough female friends. We good. Tim, do you want to come over and kick it? Are you sitting on this face? Can't make it. Ain't ready to make it. You know what I mean? And like, I got female friends, but we discussed like as of 2019, if we're not friends as of this year, I really don't need no new female friends. I really don't. And it's not a diss. I know a lot of women. I know a lot of females, and so I just once I start dating somebody and I'm there, I'm like, why we gotta hang out? We good.
Right.
So
I think
I
in a relationship, the better friends are people that are in a relationship as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, granted, you my best friend and I'm super single, but I mean, we've been best friends since 10th grade, so ain't win. But it's weird for me. It's even weird now when I meet girls in a relationship who be like, "You my new best friend," and it's like, we don't know each other. and it's not in a bad way, like not in a diss, but it's like I love you, but you don't know me.
And then you got your best friends that be like, bitch, no.
Like, so it's a difference, you know. For me, I don't move like most men. I got enough female friends that I can go hang out with, drink wine with, and all that. I'm okay. Tim, do you want to come over? You wearing underwear? I can't make it.
Yeah, that's TMI. I cannot.
I'm just saying in my head, like
I mean, you didn't already talking about a face sit and like you talking about underwear. It's too much for me. Visual is killing me right now.
That's how I feel, best friend. We good? Okay. That's how we feel.
Well, to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we have a topic that me and Tim actually disagree on, which is
we did. We're gonna find more that we can disagree with because I also enjoy agreeing with her, but I really enjoy when we can sort of agree to disagree.
Right? I loved it. This was good. This was good.
This was really good. Tonight's business is a special one because it's my best friends. Who we promoting tonight?
So we're going to promote me, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all have been seeing me sip on this beautiful cup. This one says Black Girl Swag. So if you like it and you are a wine drinker, I really make these cups for your we drinking in girls night. So if you need a cup, please hit me up on scj2415@gmail.com. I will make sure to put that in the description. I make cups. They are made per order. So I do not have any just sitting around. When you make your order, I'll make them and I will get them out to you. So again, hit me up at scj2415@gmail.com. Best friend.
I drink out them cups all the time.
You do.
I do. I love them. Yes. Ladies, please put in order because I know all y'all drink wine. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I know, mine is great. Mine is great. Do not forget to subscribe, leave your comments, let us know what you think on this here video.
Comment, like, subscribe as well. We're gonna put more snippets and clips on Instagram. I'm excited. Keep the conversation going. Tell us what you guys want to hear us chat about. We have tons of topics in our brains, so hit us up. We love y'all so much.
We do not block anybody, so if you talking shit, please do. But remember, we
don't mind. We don't mind. We don't mind. We don't mind. Put it down there. Say it loud. Say it loud. I'm crazy.
And we out of here. Bye.
Bye.